Hello and welcome to the Animal Life channel. 5 Best Habitats for Leopard Geckos 2023, Reviews and Top Picks. Docile and easy to manage compared to other lizards, the leopard gecko is considered a great reptilian pet, especially for first-time owners. With that said, you do need to provide a balanced and species-appropriate diet. You will also need to manage heat and moisture levels, offer hides, and plenty of space and floor space for these terrestrial lizards. Providing the right habitat and environment first means choosing an appropriate terrarium. The vivarium should be an appropriate size for your little ones. Choose the biggest size you can, because the Leo cannot have too much space, but do make sure that it is tailored to the needs of the gecko. These floor-bound creatures prefer floor space to height, and you will need the fixtures and fittings that enable you to provide heating, lighting, and moisture while making it easy to get in and clean the tank out. To help you find an appropriate vivarium, you can find reviews of the 5 best leopard gecko habitats we found as well as a guide to whittle down your own choices. 1. Zilla Tropical Reptile Terrarium, Best Overall. This basic setup is an inexpensive 10-gallon tank with everything you need to provide suitable lighting and heating for a gecko. The tank measures 20 inches by 10 inches by 12 inches and is considered suitable for snakes, geckos, and other young reptiles. It includes a blue daytime bulb and heating mat, carpet substrate, and it has handy temperature and humidity gauges. However, the set does not include a water bowl, hide, or plants, although they are shown in the image. Getting the right temperature and humidity is vital to the health of your lizard. Even if the temperatures are not too extreme to be life-threatening, a few degrees below ideal could be low enough to force your gecko into brumation sluggishness, while a little too hot can make it more of a challenge to properly shed their skins. The carpet substrate prevents odors and is non-edible. It is also easier to clean and clear out than alternative substrate types. The setup is very competitively priced and it does offer all of the basics required, but the tank is only really suitable for juveniles because it is a 10-gallon tank and the smallest size for adult geckos should be 20 gallons. Pros. Almost everything is included to get started. Inexpensive. Easy to set up. Includes temperature and humidity gauge. Cons. Doesn't include water bowl, hide, or plants. Not enough space for adult geckos. 2. Exo Terra All Glass Terrarium, Best Value. This tank is a 12-inch cube, which means that it is approximately a 7.5-gallon tank. This should be big enough for a leopard gecko up to around 12 months of age, when it will need a larger tank with more floor space. The tank has a raised bottom, which makes it easy to fit a substrate heater. The tank is glass and has front opening doors that make it easy to get in and clean the vivarium out. Although this is more expensive than the Zilla above, despite being smaller, it is made from glass which is tougher, easier to keep clean, and retains heat better than the plastic of the Zilla. It is an all-around better choice of material. When compared to other glass tanks, the Exo Terra All Glass Terrarium is actually cheaper and is one of the best leopard gecko habitats for the money. Apart from the tank itself, though, you only receive a rock background, and you will need to invest in everything including lighting, heating, bowls, and substrate. There have been some cases of smaller reptiles escaping through the vents in the back of the tank, however, and while the terrarium is good quality, you do not get anything else you need. Pros. Glass terrarium. Waterproof base. Cheaper than glass alternatives. Cons. Too small for 12 months and older. Expensive compared to plastic. Vents allow escape. 3. ReptiZoo Reptile Glass Terrarium, Premium Choice. The ReptiZoo Reptile Glass Terrarium is larger than the previous terrariums, measuring 36 inches by 18 inches by 24 inches. There are 2-dimension choices, and this horizontal design is the one that is better suited for Leos because it offers more floor space. It is an expensive tank and it comes flat-packed. This does mean some construction is required, but it is easy to put up, and because it comes flat packed, it reduces the chances of you opening a pile of cracked glass. The terrarium has a raised, waterproof base, and it has a host of openings and secure vents. The top section of the front of the tank can be opened and securely closed, which is handy for easy cleaning, and there are sealable vents for wires and cables. Although this tank does appear much more expensive than the first two, it is a 30-gallon tank, which more than meets the minimum size requirements for a mature gecko. The tank is expensive, and there are issues with some of the parts, including the doors and the seals for the wire holes, not aligning or fitting quite right, but it is a good size, is configured well for getting in and cleaning, and the glass is decent quality. Pros: 30-gallon tank suitable for all ages. Dimensions suit leopard geckos. Double-hinged door. Cons: expensive. Some elements do not align. 4. Arzilla SRZ1000118868 Fresh Air Screen Reptiles Habitat. Measuring 18 inches by 12 inches by 20 inches, this is approximately an 18-gallon tank, which is only slightly smaller than the minimum recommended size for a gecko habitat. It is made of an aluminum frame with a black screen mesh that the manufacturer claims is escape-proof. It is designed to offer fresh air living for its inhabitants, so it will require a lot of temperature and humidity management unless you live in tropical conditions. Regular misting sprays throughout the day, and the addition of multiple heat lamps to maintain a decent air temperature, will help ensure that you can offer your gecko the appropriate heating and living conditions. It does have a PVC bottom, which is water-resistant but not waterproof. It has a cord access port that allows the insertion of wires and the closing of the port to prevent your reptile from escaping. It is easy to assemble, but it is not the toughest or most robust of terrariums, and it will pose a number of heating and humidity difficulties for most gecko owners. While the Arzilla does just about meet the minimum size requirements for an adult gecko, something a little larger would be more beneficial. Pros: easy to put up. Lightweight. Offers natural air living. Cons: flimsy. Difficult to heat. 5. Exo Terra Leopard Gecko Starter Kit. The Exo Terra Leopard Gecko Start Kit is a starter kit for juvenile geckos. It is a 10-gallon tank, which means that you will have to buy something larger, ideally a 20-gallon tank, when your Leo reaches about 1 year old. Although the kit claims to include everything needed to get started, it doesn't offer adequate tank heating. It includes a heat mat, but this only heats the sleeping area and at ground level. The bulb is only an LED light, too, so neither of these provides adequate air heating to keep your gecko happy and healthy. The tank is sturdy and easy to clean, comes with a sand substrate mat that covers the whole base of the tank. The set does also include the light and the heat mat, and it has a thermometer, which is an essential piece of kit in a gecko terrarium, although you will also need some method of measuring humidity, which is not provided. You also do not receive water bowls, you only receive one hide rather than the two that are usually advised, and you will need an additional bowl. Considering the price of the starter kit, you will still need to spend quite a lot more money to get everything you need. Pros: starter kit includes some of the required equipment. Includes thermometer. Cons: missing a lot of essential equipment. Small, will only last first 12 months. That was the video, and I hope you liked it. And if you haven't signed up yet, take the opportunity to sign up. See you in the next video.